Sega. You fucking people.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Johnny of the Super Game Brothers, and welcome to the Let's Play that almost every single goddamn one of you are waiting for. It's time for the Let's Play of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for the Xbox 360 and PS3. And at the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 playthrough that I did with Elliot, we asked you guys what was the next Sonic game you wanted this channel to do. And it was a close race between Sonic Adventures, Sonic Colors, and this game. I just... Oh! Do you think that she gets those visions every time she turns on the stove or lights a bonfire or strikes a match?
We give thanks for the blessed flames. May we always continue to have peace. Son of Soliana, guide and watch over us with your eternal light.
Now it's time for the ceremonial Soliana fireworks display with your host, Dr. Eggman.
Pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana. I am Dr. Eggman. I've come here to obtain the secret of the flames of disaster from you, and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald. Now, Princess, this way, please.
That's a pretty snazzy performance there.
You? It can't be.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
Not the irritating hedgehog again! Attack!
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
And not a single soul or property was damaged that day. No, I'm completely serious. As soon as we get back to the hub, look, nothing's destroyed. Nothing's not even on fire anymore.
No special reason.
There's a kick-ass insurance policy.
Sonic!
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Sonic! Take this!
I've got it!
Are you sure?
And don't worry, I'll rescue you!
I know.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is this game's version of the egg carrier, which I gotta say, I didn't think it could get worse from Sonic Adventure. I mean, the egg carrier in Sonic Adventure actually looks more badass than this. And I'm just gonna give it a 10-second head start. And go. Okay, so establishment cutscene is done. Dr. Eggman kidnapped Princess Elise. You know what's actually funny going into that? The beginning of the game, do you get Sonic the Hedgehog out of any of that? I mean, what do you think people's? Do you think that was the initial E3 trailer when Dr. Eggman, you know, when the Soliana Festival was going around, and then suddenly there's explosions and shit, and then you just see Dr. Eggman. What do you think people's initial reaction to that was? That
I'm glad you're here. I heard that you tried to save their princess from Dr. Eggman. You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help. I may not know what Eggman's up to, but it can't be a good thing.
Okay, with your help, this should be a piece of cake.
I'll do my best.
actually funny. If you stare at Sonic's model during that particular run sequence, you can see him stop in motion, like he's like frozen solid. And whatever. Okay, so now we're in Soliana's hub world. Yeah, hub worlds are brought back from Sonic Adventure 1, and well, let's just say if you didn't like the hub worlds in Sonic Adventure 1, you're going to absolutely loathe the hub worlds in this game, but we'll save that for another time. Anyway, it's time for our first town mission. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a loading screen. I know I really shouldn't have to explain that, but this is this game's loading screen, and there's a lot of them. Most of them ranging from 15 to 20 seconds, 15 seconds if you had the game installed on your hard drive. But one of the biggest problems with the load times I was getting into, that there's so goddamn many of them. And in a town mission...
Then there's no time to waste.
Oh, God! Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't Superman 64. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Okay, well, anyway. You know, one of the biggest... Because there's so many load times, it just completely makes the game feel broken. You know, with town missions, you know, you talk to the guy, there's a 15 to 20 second load screen, and then the next thing that pops up is the guy telling you your mission objective, which you think should have been at the end of his first rant. But then after that, there's another 15 to 20 seconds to load up the actual mission. And then, when you pass the mission, it's another 15 to 20 seconds to tell you the guy that, you know, congratulations, or you failed. Then there's another 15 to 20 seconds to get back to the hub world. And did they honestly not see what the problem with this was? I mean, I know that the game is the pinnacle of rush job. And it is. Don't try and convince yourself that it's not. It is. You know, it's so glaringly bad. But there's plenty of time to rant on the game's glaringly awful aspects. What we just got from the store was the Lightspeed Dash, which allows us to, you know, shoot among a trail of rings, you know. And, you know, again, it was a little more spectacular looking in Sonic Adventure 2 because, you know, when you did the Lightspeed Dash with Sonic in that game, you got this cool little after image that was following Sonic. In this game, it looks like he's just being pulled by an invisible rope. Anyway, but what I was getting into earlier, since I'm actually approaching this LP a bit different this time. I'm not playing the game live. I actually already recorded this footage, so I was able to edit out a lot of shit. So there's not going to be any more load times, and I'm going to make like transitions from, you know, cutscene to cutscene. So, but with that said, every time you see the game go black or fade to black, that's usually like a 15 to 20 second load time that I'm editing out. Because I don't want each part to be 25 minutes long because of fucking load times. You know, so yes, this is technically my first ever post-commentary LP because, well, I just, you know, I mentioned earlier, like, I was trying to play this game with Matt and Elliot like 5 times before, and each time fucked up. You know, I was trying to play the game live, I was trying to, you know, make the commentary as immersive as possible while playing the game at the same time, and it just was not working. This game is cursed. This game does not like to be recorded. So I figured the only way to get it properly done was just do a post-commentary LP. It does feel a little nice, not having to worry about playing the game and talking at the same time, but, and in terms of the game's, cutscenes and, story elements, I will try to stay silent for a majority of them, because, I want you guys to get involved with the game's story and why I think it's such a pathetic piece of shit. But if I have something, if I have something I want to get off my chest, or something that just bothers the hell out of me, I will, interrupt whatever needs to be said. So, with that said, now I know we're like already 2 minutes into the stage here. Welcome to Emerald Coast HD. And that's exactly what this stage is. It's Emerald Coast in HD. Sonic Adventure was a game that came out in 1998, 1999, if you're in America. And, well, sorry. Is 7 years enough time to hold a tribute to a level? I don't think so. I think that's still a little too soon. Anyway, we're controlling Tails at the moment, and ladies and gentlemen, that is his top speed on the ground. It doesn't get any faster than that. In order to get anywhere with Tails, you have to fly. I mean, granted, I know that's one of his defining traits, his ability to fly. But not only does his stamina suck ass in this game, when he runs out of air, and I'm guessing because he's holding his breath, he drops like a rock. Like, if you continue to hold down the jump button while you're still flying, he will just stop. He will lose all of his momentum and drop down like a ton of rock. I don't get that. But we'll get more into Tails later, because now we're in one of Sonic's main gimmicks with some certain stages. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mach Speed section. For some unexplained reason, Sonic will now decide to suddenly pick up the pace and start running incredibly fast. You may not have seen it, but there was actually invisible rocket boosters on Sonic's shoes that made him able to jump from pillar to pillar. That is the only way I can explain that incredibly horrible jumping from pillar to pillar animation. But anyway, during these sections, Sonic can only move left to right and jump. And you can't control your jump in midair while you're jumping. It's incredibly stiff. It's an NES Castlevania jump. That's what I like to call it. The problem with these stages, besides, I like the sense of speed, but your control is god-awful. And another problem is, because Sonic's going so fast, if he as so much stubs his toe on the smallest obstacle, you will lose all of your rings and enter this incredibly awkward-looking breakdance of doom. And yeah, for those wondering, yes, I did jump out of that scripted loop to skip the last jumping from pillar to pillar animation to go right into the beach side. Yeah, you don't actually need to touch the goal ring in order to end the stage. You just need to come within the vicinity of it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of Wave Ocean. That was the first stage of the game, and we got a gold medal, which, is this game's equivalent to emblems, but they don't do anything. I'm serious. You don't get anything for collecting all of them. It's a waste of time. Don't bother.
It looks like the princess was moved to another location.
No.
Let's head back to the city.
Why? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that level was a complete waste of time. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that. But anyway, next time we meet, we're going to go into the rest of Soliana's hub world, and we're going to try and see where the princess went, even though we were chasing after her for the last 5 minutes. So, see you then.